Suno just dropped Studio version 1.2, rolling out a host of new updates. Let's tell you what they are and show you how to use them. A new feature is the ability to remove effects from stems. I've got a song that I made in a previous video and I've isolated just the vocals, so let me play that for you.
Taste of your lips or your skin, baby. Can I get a sip of that look on your face when I leave you when I stayed in the sheets? Ain't no such thing as sin, it's just love. Don't let it be in vain, all this distance.
To move forward with removing the reverb, you'll want to right click on the stem, and then there's going to be an option now that's called Remove FX. Suno will create two different versions, and the other new update to Studio is take lanes have been revised a little bit. So now what you can do is you can actually click the arrow button to add it directly to your timeline, but because it's already here, that's why you see it. If you want to play a take lane, just click on it and you can just hit the spacebar to play it. Here's the first version of what it sounds with the effects removed.
Can I get a taste of your lips or your skin, baby? Can I get a sip of that look on your face when I leave you when I stayed in the sheets? Ain't no such thing as sin, it's just love. Don't let it be in vain.
This one's the second one.
Can I get a taste of your lips or your skin, baby? Can I get a sip of that look on your face when I leave you when I stayed in the sheets? Ain't no such thing as sin, it's just love.
Compared to the original.
Can I get a taste of your lips or your skin, baby? Can I get a sip of that look on your face when I leave you when I stayed in the sheets? Ain't no such thing as sin.
This is an example of doing the same thing, but with an instrumental. Here's the original. And then here's an example of it with the effect removed. The next new feature is audio warping, which enables more control and creativity over sounds. I'm going to keep in line with the same drum stem that I used in the previous example, but if you highlight the stem and double click on it, a new waveform is added with an interface that will pop up at the bottom. You'll notice that there are some markers at the beginning and at the end. Suno will pre-populate this, but you could always click on reset markers to start completely from scratch if you wanted to do this on your own. There's also an option which is on beat. This is more the minimalist option where your markers are placed at the beats of the audio. And then transients is the next one. If you're not familiar with the concepts of transients in audio, it's a term used to describe a short burst of energy that you hear at the start of any sound. And when you select transients, it will place markers closest to the start of each sound in your audio clip. And then as you're listening to the clip, if you want to add more markers, just simply double click with your mouse or with your trackpad. And then after you've done that, you can then take these markers and move them around and stretch them out. And this was what will change the sound. So let's do this one here, stretch this one out a little bit. Let's play it back. So this is something you'll have to play around with and experiment with the markers and do some adjustments to the sound that you prefer. If you want to get out of audio warping, just click the X at the side. Something else that's new is time signatures. If you're not familiar with time signatures in audio editing, it refers to the beats per bar. This is usually found at the bottom of your studio timeline, but if you don't see it, the easiest thing to do is just to close the create column, and then you'll see it here. So by default, Studio adds it as 4x4. If you click on it, a number of options to either scale down or scale up. The time signature that you use really depends on the genre of music. So let's show you an example of this. We'll turn on the metronome and then we will go to 2x4. Here's an example. This one is 6x8. If you got value out of this video, consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out when new content goes live. And if you're looking to learn more about getting creative with AI tools, I have more content available that you can click on right here.